In the top stories, QEH seeking assistance in acquiring millions of dollars in equipment. Mothers complain about delays in getting maternity benefits. And West Indies suffer a record-breaking defeat. Welcome to Nation News for Friday, February 27, 2015. I'm Natasha Beckles.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
The cash-strapped Queen Elizabeth Hospital is on a mission to acquire millions of dollars in equipment, and CEO Dr. Dexter James is appealing to Barbadians to assist in the drive wherever possible. Speaking during the launch of a prospectus at Hilton Barbados on Friday, Dr. James said the aim is to collect $6 million to $8 million in cash and equipment during this leg of the search. Dr. Anne-Marie Hassel said the hospital needs a wide range of equipment.
We need things from cardiac monitors right down to the beds. So there's a wide range from, $100,000 right down to $2,000 worth of equipment that we need. And you just have to remember that someone you know is in the hospital right now. Someone you know, or one of your employees, is in there, and you can help them. And you can help them, help their stay, help them get better faster, and help us. People come to the hospital now, don't come to the hospital for minor things. Minor things are dealt as outpatients. It's not like how it was 40 years ago. When people come to the hospital, they're really sick. And that's why we need the monitors and equipment to help us care for them. Because we can give much better care to a broader group of people if we have this sort of equipment at our fingertips.
Over the past several weeks, many Barbadians have been complaining about the length of time it is taking to receive benefit checks from the National Insurance Scheme. They say their calls or visits are being met with a recurring response. The computer system is being upgraded. Among them are people seeking maternity, sickness, and unemployment benefits. On Friday, 3 mothers turned to Nation News to appeal for assistance.
We have newborns to take care of, we have our rents, we have our utility bills, we have the everyday of living we still have to do, and it's really hard.
We have to provide for the baby.
And we call in the national insurance all the time. We just getting a turnaround regarding that they're upgrading the system, that there's nothing they can do for us.
The third man charged in connection with last December's murder of Albert Boyce appeared in court on Friday and was remanded to Dodds Prison. 28-year-old Jamar Jamal Graves of Great Paul, St. Lucie will return to court on March 20th, along with 2 other young men who have been charged in the same incident. Nicholas Shorey of Paris Gap, Westbury Road, St. Michael, and Romario Phillips of 10th Avenue, New Orleans in the same parish were both remanded when they appeared in court on Tuesday. The 20-year-old Boyce was gunned down along President Kennedy Drive shortly after the Hennessy Artistry Show. AgroFest, the premier showcase of local agricultural produce, got underway on Friday at Queen's Park in the city. Scores of school children were among the first to visit the displays of fruits, vegetables, birds, and farm animals. CEO of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, said he was pleased with the way the morning segment went.
This morning I think it went off very well. We had minimal problems compared to previous years in terms of the all of the booths were serviced in terms of power, electricity. We had 1 or 2 problems, but I think that generally last night we worked in terms of trying to get rid of the problems so that we had a pretty smooth start this morning. Also I think that the exhibits were more ready for the school children when they came in. And generally I think that it's a much better start to what we've had in previous years.
You may recall that local air traffic controllers went on strike last November, complaining about the physical environment in which they had to work, as well as a reported staff shortage. Well, at least one of these concerns will soon be addressed. Minister of Tourism and International Transport Richard Seeley says the Civil Aviation Department should be moving into a new building within a few months. Speaking during a tour of the building, which is under construction at Charnock's Christchurch, he told reporters the $10 million project was on target and on budget. In sport, South Africa romped to a record 257-run win over West Indies when the 2 teams met in the Cricket World Cup on Friday. Batting first, South Africa posted 408 for 5, with captain A.B. de Villiers making 162 of just 66 balls. In reply, West Indies collapsed to 151 all out of 33.1 overs. Captain Jason Holder was the only batsman to really get going, contributing a valuable 56. West Indies will take on India next Friday. In today's knapsack stop, we check in with Andy Thornhill for the Andrea Blackett Zone.
Good Shepherd and Sealer could not be separated at the end of the day, and they both ended on 174. Seems to have been a bit of confusion as to the overall result initially, but then after another tally, it was decided that Good Shepherd and Sealer had tied for the top spot. St. Albans came third with 140, Ignatius Bayer fourth with 109, and rounding up the top 5, St. Silas with 99. No such confusion in the boys' division as St. Cyprian's won that handily, 179 points. Allerton 166, St. Albans 138 and a half, Welch's Primary 135, and Good Shepherd 133 and a half as well, rounding up the top 5.
And finally, a monkey in India stands to inherit a substantial amount of money and property if he outlives his owners. The businessman and his wife own a number of businesses, but they have no children and have been estranged from their families since their marriage, since the husband is Hindu and the wife is Muslim. The couple named the monkey in their will as their only child, and he will get all their possessions if they die. And that's Nation News for Friday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your papers over the weekend or subscribe to our e-paper. Thanks for joining us.